Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Design with Rusbe. Continuing with CSWA Practice Problems, today we'll work on question 7.4. Let's take a look at this question. So in this question, unit of measurement is millimeter gram second. Like always, we need to ensure we are using the same unit of measurement in SolidWorks setting. Now, looking at the difficulty of this question, I want to mention a point here. The difficulty is shown as medium. However, honestly, I believe this question is more like a difficult question. And the reason it's difficult is because you need to understand the geometry. Like the process of making this model is not really difficult. We can use revolve cut, revolve bus, and all the commands that we used before. However, understanding how to make this model is the difficult part of this question. So let's take a look at this question and see what we can do. In this question, we have the top view, we have 3D model, detail B, and section AA. I'm going to start with making a giant ring. You can see that we have a circular ring, right? And the inner radius is 14.5 millimeter and the width is 2 millimeter. So I'm going to make that ring first. Then after that, I will focus on these small features. If you look at these features, you can see that we have a cutout here. One thing that you need to make sure to understand is that this cutout is not a cylindrical cutout. That's a mistake that people make. If you look at detail B, you can see that we have a curved cutout, which indicates that the cutout that we have should be a spherical cutout. And if it is a spherical cutout, we need to use revolve cut command to make it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to focus on one of these features. I use revolve bus command and revolve cut command to make one feature, and after that I will focus on making the whole pattern using circular pattern. So I hope this introduction is enough. Let's start working on this model in SolidWorks. In SolidWorks, first we need to check unit of measurement, and you can see that we have millimeter gram second, which is a correct unit of measurement. Now click on a sketch and choose top plane. Here I want to make a ring, so I click on circle command and I make 2 circles. The radius of inner circle is 14.5 millimeter. So the diameter should be 14.5 times 2, which is 29 millimeter. The width of the ring is 2 millimeters, so this should be 2. And now here I click on feature, extrude bus, and because I want to have a symmetric design, I click on mid plane, and for the height we go with 1 millimeter. Click on OK, and that's it. So that's the giant ring that we need for this geometry. Next, let's focus on making one feature. I'm going to make the small cutout feature with using 2 steps. One revolve bus command and one revolve cut command. So let's click on a sketch, and let's choose top plane again. Here, I'm going to make a center line as a reference. And because I want to use revolve bus command to make a sphere, all I need is half a circle. So let's click on circle command and let's make something like this and let's close it. Of course, the geometry is not fully defined because we need to add dimension. Click on a smart dimension. Distance between this point and center point of this half circle should be 14.5 plus 1 millimeter, because the overall width of the ring is 2 millimeter. So half of that is 1 millimeter. And the radius of this circle should be, because this is the outer circle, it should be 3 millimeter plus 1 millimeter, which is 4 millimeter. Now I have half a circle. I can use revolve bus command to make a spherical shape. Click on feature, click on revolve bus, and now you can see the preview. Click on OK, and that's it. So that's the first step. Now, if I click on section view, you can see that this is a solid circle. So basically, there's no hollow section inside it. Now we need to hollow it out. Okay, so let's close this, and I'm going to repeat the same process, but this time I'm going to use revolve cut command. So click on the sketch, choose top plane, and here again I make a center line. I click on arc command and I'm gonna make arc shape like this. and let's close it. According to detail B, the inner radius should be 3 millimeters. And of course, again, distance between this center point and this point should be 15.5, which is basically 14.5 plus 1. And now we have this sketch made. And now we have a fully defined sketch. Now this time, click on Feature, click on Revolve Cut. And of course, you're not able to see it because it's inside the main sphere. Click on OK, and that's it. So now we made a cutout inside this sphere. If you want to make sure that the cutout is made, you can click on Section View, and now you can see that we have a hollow sphere. We have a 4 millimeter radius on the outside and 3 millimeter radius on the inside. Okay, awesome. So now we have one feature. All we need to do is to repeat this process. But instead of repeating this process, I'm going to use circular pattern to make 7 more features. Okay, so from Feature, click on Linear Pattern drop down menu and click on Circular Pattern. For the reference, choose the outside edge of the circle. And for the feature to copy, you can click on a drop down menu, choose Revolve 1 and choose Revolve Cut, because we need both outside and inside a sphere, right? And now click on OK, and that's it. So that's all the features that we need. So now if I click on a section view, I can see what's going on inside. The section view is a great tool for this question to make sure that you have the right geometry. Now you can see that I have multiple sphere and they're also hollow. Okay. Okay, so now I have all these features. Last step is to make sure to get rid of the excess part. We want to only keep the part on this ring. So what I can do, I can click on a sketch, and then choose top plane. Now let's click on circle command and let's make one circle and a second one. The diameter is clear. The inside diameter should be again 29, outside should be 33. So basically this is 14.5 millimeter radius, and this is 14.5 plus 2. Now I have the sketch. I can use it to cut the geometry. Let's click on Feature, click on Extrude Cut. Now here there's a problem. First of all, through all both sides is a great option, so keep this. But now if you look at this geometry, SolidWorks is going to cut the area inside the ring. But we actually want to keep that area. We want to get rid of the area outside the ring. Now, I want to show you a really great setting in Cut Extrude command that can help you to achieve this goal. If you look, right now, the area inside is shown with a yellow color, which means that we are going to get rid of that area. However, there's a nice option, which is shown here. You can see this checkbox. The checkbox says flip side to cut. If I click on it, now SolidWorks change the area to cut. Instead of getting rid of the inner part of the ring, it's going to get rid of outside area. Basically this area, and that is exactly what we want. So I hope this is clear. This is a really nice option. If you don't want to use this, you have to do the cutout in 2 steps. So I wanted to show you a really good option here that we can use. Now, click on OK, and that's it. That's the final geometry. That's exactly what we want. Now we have all these features, and we made the final cutout to get the final geometry. So now it's time to check the volume and make sure that this model is correct. Let's go back to the question and check the volume. In the question, you can see the volume here. The total volume is 421 cubic millimeters. Let's go back to SolidWorks and check the volume for our model. In SolidWorks, in order to check the volume, you can click on Evaluate and then Mass Properties. And here you can see the total volume. The total volume that we have is 420.94 cubic millimeters. If you round up this number, you're going to get exactly the same answer as shown in a question, which is showing our model is correct and there's no problem with it. Okay, awesome. That's it. That's a wrap for this video. I hope you liked this video. If you have any questions or comment about it, please leave comments down below. Thanks again for watching. My name is Ruspe. Hope to see you again soon in the next videos.